Hi, my name is Laura. I live in the United States and I've had Lyme disease for 2.5 years. I was diagnosed last June 2007, and apparently I got bit by a tick, I guess, in the summer of 2005. What happened to me was December 2005, I was watching a movie with my friend, and all of a sudden I just got really, really horrible head pain, like a really, really bad migraine. It's usually when I get headaches, they go away after an hour or so, but this one didn't. After a week, my mom made me go to the emergency room, and I got a shot of cortisone, and that just made me worse. It made my headache so much worse. My joints started to hurt, like I'd get random pain in my fingers or my knees and my elbows. I've seen neurologists, head and facial pain specialist, an acupuncturist, massage therapist. Some people think that you can only get Lyme disease if you're in like the New England area, but it's everywhere. There's someone in my doctor's office that flies in every week from Hawaii. It's in Florida, it's in Montana, Nevada, Arizona, it's everywhere. It's even spreading to other different parts of Europe too. It's not as big there, but there are definitely cases of it in Europe. One doctor that I saw thought that my issue was some kind of jaw problem, so he made me get my braces taken off, which was really not fun. And it turned out that he was wrong, that wasn't the problem. And I was tested for Lyme before we started anything, and it came back negative. And that's the problem. They say it's negative, and it can really be positive. Like, they won't tell you it's positive unless 5 Lyme bands react. Don't ask me to explain that to you because I don't really know what they're talking about. But I had 2 react, and I have Lyme. But they told me it was negative. So we thought we had ruled that out. After a year with this doctor, the face doctor, he gave me like 12 injections in my mouth over 2 weeks, because he said that 99% of patients felt better after they were injected, and it just whoosh, everything got so much worse. Like, I couldn't sleep, my head pain was like out of 10 it was like a 55. I was always so tired, I had no energy to do anything. I got really depressed. It's really sad because I was a really good essay writer, and now I can barely like put sentences together, and I can't remember anything that I read really. And my mom just happened to be in the grocery store one day, and she ran into one of her friends who was with her friend. And she was describing to her friend my symptoms and how we'd been to so many doctors and they hadn't been able to tell me what was wrong. And my mom's friend's friend was like, "Did you get her tested for Lyme disease? Because it sounds a lot like Lyme." Apparently this woman has had it for 10 years. So my mom said, "Well, we got her tested, but it was negative." And she said, No. You have to check. You have to order a copy of the lab results and see how many bands reacted. Because if you have even 1 band react, you could be positive for Lyme, and they'll tell you it's negative because of insurance reasons or something. So we made an appointment. I got lots of blood work done. That was really fun. And I was definitely positive for Lyme. So we had a diagnosis, but not the answer to the problem, because it's not an easy thing to get rid of. I mean, if you get bitten and then you notice a rash or something and then you start taking antibiotics like 3 days after, a week after, you only need to be on antibiotics for a couple weeks and then you're fine. Nothing really bad happens to you. But if you wait longer than a couple weeks or a month, you know, it's bad. And mine, we didn't catch it for 2 years, so yeah. Although there are some people who've had it for like 20 years and they didn't know, so they're a lot worse. Like, they can't walk. They lost the ability to talk, like they're like slurred. They're kind of like stroke patients, which is really sad. Some people have lost their hearing. I fortunately don't have any major problems. I have like minor problems. But anyway, I started taking oral antibiotics for 2 months in the summer, and I wasn't getting any better. So we decided to start doing IV antibiotics, which is what this is. It matches my shirt, right? Yeah, okay. So what it is it's just like a little, I don't really know how to explain it. They stuck a needle in my arm, and I'm like terrified of needles, so that was like a huge accomplishment for me. And there's like a line going all the way up to my shoulder, and you just, twice a day, I hook up this little bag of whatever liquid antibiotic it is, and I let it run until it runs out, and that's what I do. It's just here all the time. Yeah, I have to live with this thing attached to me, and I don't know if you can see, but, well, it's not cooperating right now, but it's just this. This thing is attached to me all the time. It's like a really long getting better process. I have slight brain inflammation, so I have some cognitive problems. Like I said before, I have so much trouble remembering things. And like in school, I can't read and remember the information, and writing essays is horrible because I can't recall the information. Like I know that I know it, but I can't get it. It's so frustrating for me because I was like a nerd. I love school. I love school so much. I want to be a teacher. It's really, really hard for me because I want to be in school and I want to be like a normal kid. And I know there are people that are worse off than me, but it's just, it's really hard because I try so hard. I have to try, like, I have to study 5 times harder than normal kids so I can, in order to remember stuff. And sometimes I can't walk. Like yesterday I couldn't walk at all. My legs and my feet were numb. My head hasn't stopped hurting since 2005. Not once for a second. I always have finger pain and like pain in my toes, pain in my knees. I have back pain and my neck muscles are weak. I don't sleep at night. I've tried every sleeping medication that there is and nothing works. So I'm awake until 5 in the morning. It's hard to think about what my life could be like if I didn't have Lyme disease. Like, people don't understand how much it affects you. I never really hang out with my friends. My social circle has dropped significantly because I was out of school for 2 months. I was on home instruction. And, like, I have my best friends that I see a lot, but, like, you know, the people that you sometimes talk to in class, I don't talk to them anymore. I don't have those kinds of people because they don't understand my disease. I started figure skating in 2006, kind of as a way to escape from the pain. I mean, it obviously didn't make my pain go away, but it was something else to think about. And I fell in love with it. And a lot of people with Lyme don't have the energy to, like they can barely, like, walk around during the day, so it's always a struggle for me to get myself to get up and go to the rink and practice. I'm doing pretty well, despite, I mean, I have to fight the energy problem a lot. I have lots of fatigue. After every spin or jump that I do, I have to go get water, so it takes up a lot of my time, my ice time, but it's necessary. If you know anyone that has any of these symptoms that I've mentioned, or that have been mentioned, please tell them to get tested for Lyme, because it may seem like a small, non-important thing, but it can make a major impact on your life if you have it and you're not diagnosed and you don't start treating it. Take it from someone who unfortunately knows.